Overkill Computers seems to be acting more favorably after all of the drama that's happened over the past couple weeks. Let's recap and take a new look at their site. Okay, so let's take you on a journey. For those of you who don't know, if you've been living a little bit under a tech rock, and honestly, this is a little bit of a drama thing, but I want to walk you through kind of what happened and tell you a little bit about where we got to and how we got to this point. So it started out with a TikToker named Circuit Board, and what Circuit Board does is Circuit Board goes and he looks at pre-built computers. What he does is he goes through and he breaks down the parts and he says, you know, hey, based on their pricing, and then he goes and compares what it would be if you built it yourself. And if you watch my original video, which you could watch right here, when I first highlighted this, like, there's some fallacies, right, in kind of how he thinks about it, right? We have our own system with pre-built in gaming. We do a really good job of breaking that stuff down, covering warranty, and he obviously has less time. But the point being is that he kind of started this whole thing. In doing so, he rubbed Overkill Computers the wrong way. So that's where things kind of start. At that point in time, before things really blew up to a legal level, I then did my report on him basically, and I saw the same prices that he saw at the time, which are the most expensive they have ever been on their website. And here we're seeing, like, again, their Blizzard system for like $3,200, their Apex system for like $2,700. I mean, these are ridiculous prices for the PCs compared to the specs that are inside of them. When that video went live, literally 2 days later, what had happened is that Overkill Computers then sent Circuit Board a cease and desist letter, therefore threatening him with a ton of issues and legal ramifications, essentially saying, dude, stop messing with us. We think you're too small, and we're gonna scare you with some super bullying tactics to get you to stop making content and highlighting what is essentially overpriced product.
As of Monday, I was hand-delivered at my home a letter of cease and desist from the lawyer of Overkill. I sought legal counsel, and with their guidance, I made sure that I was in the clear.
The thing that's super interesting about this is, like, people are on different sides of the equation here when they think about what's going on. Some people are like, hey, Overkill Computers should be completely okay with overcharging for their PCs. Where you land on that, not important. But the point is that what was not cool is the moment that they didn't start to threaten somebody else's livelihood, and in doing so, really kind of scared the guy. Well, the cool thing is at that point in time, Greg Salazar, he then picked this up and was like, dude, what is going on?
See, cease and desist letters are just glorified intimidation tactics. All they are intended to do is get the entity in question to stop doing what he or she or it is doing. And oftentimes, with respect to smaller creators like ours, they work.
He has been through his own legal troubles, and he basically just was like, this is not okay. What you guys are doing is wrong. Greg's video comes out, and then Jay's 2 cents then highlights Greg's video and says, look, you should go check this out. Let's go and sit there and take a look at it, and you guys should avoid Overkill Computers like the plague. And then Jay basically has his tweet, and Greg's video goes viral, and now you have a lot of people kind of piling on to the Overkill Computers thing. Now, lastly, Friday, Linus comes on, WAN show. Obviously, Linus, kind of like the big papa bear of the whole tech community at this point in time. He says, same thing, Overkill Computers, you know where to send me a thing if you want to get me to cease and desist. And now he's got the company Overkill Computers now has the eye of Sauron, with all of these tech tubers and tech talkers now focused on what is happening here. And one of the things that has been so cool is how humble Circuit Board has been. And you should go check out his TikTok. He's really great content. We'll link it out here. We'll link it down below. Go check out his content. Freaking does a great job. But what I like is just he's relished the support, and in this thing feels like he's got a lot of people who've got his back. That's the whole story. That's where we land. So it like I said, started with Circuit Board, then I picked it up, other YouTubers kind of picked it up, and then from there it got really big white when Greg and the whole cease and desist video came out, and then finally Linus kind of put a cap on it. What has been interesting here is, like, I have been paying attention throughout this whole thing about what Overkill Computers' reaction has been to the overall kind of drama. And I'll be honest, they've been particularly quiet, like both on their YouTube and on their TikTok. In fact, their TikTok has been things like, here's how to build a 1500 computer, a lot more focused on pricing and stuff like that, and a lot less on kind of some of the shenanigans. Now, the thing that's been interesting though as well is I've just been refreshing, and finally I kind of felt like this was a good enough time to kind of pop on over to Overkill Computers and see what the price reaction has been. Because this is the part that's interesting, right? So here we are, just making sure that everything's there. Okay, so gaming PCs, and here it is, $2,128. Now, if you don't remember, this system was originally almost $2,700 when I first did the video. So we are seeing we are seeing the price reduce significantly since the release of that video. The second one that is also worth noticing here is also, check out the Blizzard system. Over $3,000 before, but almost $500 off. And the thing is that, now they're not on sale, but the price itself has also dropped significantly. Now, are these good prices for these systems? Abso-freaking-lutely not. They are a movement in the right direction. It's nice to see that that is happening, but again, there is no public awareness or public, even apology or statement about basically what we are complaining about, which is, hey, your PCs are too expensive, and it feels a little bit shady. For instance, people still, when they come into my chat, our 3080 is still hard to get, our video card's still hard to get, all things that aren't true anymore, but hasn't permeated to the mainstream, and it feels like that's what these guys are essentially targeting is, hey, we know that you might pay overly too much money for a system like this. I'm not seeing any changes like that, but we are seeing movement in the other direction. So awesome, I guess, but still not where I want to sit there and say like, hey, is it good enough that you should go and check out Overkill Computers? There is obviously something going on here that we're not aware of. Why are your prices so expensive? Is there, like, warranty-wise and stuff like that? If you even look at the language, I'm gonna be very specific about this. This down here is crazy. Refunds are only issued if a custom build cancellation is before the build has started. Refunds are for the sale amount. So there is, like, in terms of, hey, like what is covered, stuff like that, great. But look at how long just the return stuff is. Original sales receipts for all returns. Customer is responsible for all shipping fees, for warranty returns before making your backup your software and data. There's just a lot more stuff about this than anywhere else, but there's nothing in here that really explains, like, what is the warranty? Is that just something they have in a conversation? Why is it something that's not on the website? A couple things. Overkill Computers. One, we have a show. 10,000 plus people watch it. You can see our ABS one and our main gear one, where send one of your builds in. Why is it? Help us tell your story maybe. What is your warranty? Let us highlight your company and see if there's something that's actually worth purchasing in Overkill Computers. Like, we're gonna put out an olive branch here and see if these guys are willing to bite. And then lastly, I think the other thing too is, can you put your warranty information on your website? Is there a reason you don't do that? I am gonna say it's always good to see a company moving towards good. So they were chaotic evil. If you play Dungeons and Dragons, and now they're more neutral evil. I don't know in terms of where things are going, but it seems like things are moving in a forward direction. Again, we'll see what people react to. I'll tell you guys on social media if they end up responding. But hey, Overkill Computers, Robeytech here. We take a look at a lot of pre-builds. We have a lot of people who watch our show live and would love to just sit there and get your side of the story. If you want us to take a look at one of your systems, then we're totally down to do that and see if it's worth the significantly more than it would be anywhere else. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Is there anything else you'd want to know about Overkill Computers? Is there anything else that you would like us to cover? I feel like we're kind of at the end of this, and I wanted to wait until it was like kind of a quiet space to kind of wrap this whole thing up, because I wanted to give them time to react and all that sort of stuff, of which, there hasn't been a ton other than the pricing. But I'd love to know if there's anything else you guys would like to see. Regardless, you know what? Tell us your thoughts, and maybe win a little cash in the process. First and foremost, you need to leave a quality comment down below, along with liking and subscribing to the channel. Now, when I say quality comment, it doesn't need to be positive. It just needs to be something you liked or didn't like about the video, what surprised you about Overkill Computers, how they're reacting, even the whole story, anything like that. Just love to know. Just not, hey, I deserve to win, can I have a free PC, or something else weird or lame like that. You also need to ensure we have a way to reach you via your YouTube profile, like your email. So put your email in your YouTube profile, because we will be giving away $25 to one lucky comment below. That is worldwide, as long as you can accept PayPal or Venmo. Now, if you don't put your email address in your YouTube profile, then we can't tell you you won, and therefore you can't win. So what did you guys think about Overkill Computers? What do you guys think about the fact that their prices are dropping, and not by an insignificant amount? We're not saying that there's not a lot of overhead here still with these PCs, but point being is that, are you okay? Would you like to see, like, is there a win here for them? And then how important is it for you to know, like, the warranty and customer support on a website like this, especially when you're sending that kind of money? I'd love to know all that and more down in the comments below. Now, while you're down there, make sure you slap that subscribe button, whip that like button, and ring that notification bell so you get a notification each and every time we post a new video right here on Robeytech. Did you know we have a live stream channel for special builds and events? We actually cover many pre-builds on that show, including our new show, Pre-Builds and Gaming. So check out Robeytech Live down in the description below so you can like and subscribe to know when we go live and you don't miss any of this awesome content, or perhaps see if Overkill actually sent us a PC to check out. Do you have questions about this build or any other tech-related questions, or just questions about pre-builds? Then check out our amazing Discord server over at discord.gg/Robeytech, filled with other tech and PC enthusiasts that love to share their thoughts and ideas on these very subjects. Are you looking for cheap tech? Then check out @Robeytech.com or @RobeyTechDeals on Twitter, where we have our guy Tom scouring the internet for the best deals on all things tech, from PC components to TVs to games to laptops to pre-builts, etc. And finally, you can follow me and my team on all the other socials @Robeytech, absolutely everywhere. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one.